Thanks for joining us for Arc Salt Lake. I'm Heidi Hatch. It is Monday, December 16th. Tonight, we're taking a look at a handful of today's top stories, including the very latest on a shooting at a school in Wisconsin. First, though, here in Utah. Tonight, people living in Huntsville finally have water back in their homes, but this is only a temporary fix as crews are still trying to find the leak in the line. KUTV 2 News reporter Leslie Duarte has more tonight from Huntsville.
On Monday, the latest testing near the Huntsville water plant showed hopeful results.
Best we've seen in the 5 days I've been here.
Crews used sound testing to map where the break in the water system may be.
So you're saying that right there, that location could be the place of all this trouble?
That could be. And we think there may be more than one leak, but there is most likely one major leak and there could be some smaller ones.
Huntsville water manager Ron Gold says over the last few days, crews have isolated and eliminated parts of the line where the break may be, but say crews have faced some challenges.
We have a steep elevation, we have snow on the ground, we have uneven terrain, heavy vegetation, so it makes it difficult to get to the areas that we've been concerned about, but we're managing that.
While the town of Huntsville has water for now, it's only a temporary fix, and there's one question on everyone's mind.
What is the timeline for all this to finally be done?
So the timeline is variable depending on when we get the leak fixed. Every day we hope and think we're going to find it today, and we think we're very close today.
Now that was Leslie Duarte reporting. Stay with 2 News for the very latest on the water service in Huntsville. Leslie's been following the story since it broke on Friday. You can read all of our past reporting on our website, KUTV.com. Developing news tonight, new confirmation from Hill Air Force Base that unmanned drones were spotted in the area recently. It all comes as investigations are underway into drone sightings all over the East Coast. Ariel Harrison has more tonight after speaking with military officials in Utah today.
I'd go out into the mountains, into the canyons.
Utah drone enthusiast Scott Taylor says he loves to fly and capture the places people normally can't see.
I like this one here. This is a New Year's Eve at the Gateway.
Like many across the nation, Taylor's been watching for updates on the unidentified East Coast sightings.
As a drone hobbyist, enthusiast, I'm sure you're following this closely.
I'm worried about what it's going to do to the future of drones and what they're going to, are they going to make it impossible for me to fly or for me to get other drones?
Here in Utah, Camp Williams confirmed it's investigating smaller drone sightings from the last several months, but nothing that's recent. Late this afternoon, Hill Air Force Base confirmed that unmanned aerial systems were spotted in the vicinity of the base. These sightings, they said, have not impacted operations, and all measures are being taken to protect personnel, assets, and infrastructure.
Are people supposed to know if they should be concerned?
Well, anytime they're flying a drone around a military base or an airfield or a sporting event, they should be concerned.
Colonel William Dunn is an accomplished U.S. Marine attack helicopter pilot, having flown hundreds of combat missions across the globe, experiences he wrote about and published. Dunn says the lack of transparency regarding the East Coast sightings is concerning.
This is the thing that bothers me the most. If we are openly telling everybody we don't know why these drones are flying around and we can't figure it out, which I don't believe that to be the case, but if we're telling everybody that and our adversaries see that, then that's going to embolden them to use a similar tactic.
According to Dunn, drones large and small can pose serious security and safety threats.
So your stance is more information needs to be released?
I would say so. Even if it's not a good news story, let the American public know, because we see them. It's not like you can keep them hidden. People are seeing them, people are reporting them, and if they're trying to they're going to make hysteria large if they don't explain why.
Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle are putting new pressure on federal security agencies to get to the bottom of the mysterious drone sightings. There was another sighting this morning in Texas. In New Jersey, authorities there released a heat map to help track drone sightings in real time. Local officials are urging the federal government to give them more control over their skies.
Right now, only parts of the Department of Justice, Department of Homeland Security, and Department of Defense are allowed to detect and mitigate drones.
The FBI and Department of Homeland Security say there is no evidence of a current threat to national security or to public safety. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas says the federal government has deployed additional resources and personnel as well to address the drone sightings. Federal agencies say of the 5,000 tips they've received so far, less than 100 of them have generated credible leads. Now to the very latest on a deadly school shooting. This in Madison, Wisconsin today. Police say that a teacher and a teenage student were killed. 6 other students were injured. 2 of those students are now in critical condition tonight. The suspect dead when officers arrived and believed to have died by suicide. A law enforcement official telling the Associated Press the suspected shooter, a 17-year-old female student. The shooting happening at Abundant Life Christian School. Investigators say the incident contained to one area and they recovered a handgun at the scene. They've also started the process of interviewing students about what exactly happened.
Today at 10:57 a.m., our team was called to the Abundant Life Christian School in reference to an active shooter. We know that 3 people are dead, including the suspect shooter. We know that the suspect shooter was a teenage student who attended the school. 2 other people have died that died were a teacher and a teenage student. 6 other people were injured. 2 students are now in critical condition in the hospital, and these injuries are considered life-threatening injuries. 4 students are also at other area hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. Many of you have asked me about the why of this. Why did this happen? What do we know? What was the motivation? I do not know. But I will tell you this, our detectives are working hard in the investigative process to find out as many answers as we can so that we can further prevent these things from happening, not only in this community, but in other communities around our country.
It just hits home, right? You see it, you know it's happening. There's protocols. It's not new, right? But, you know, I'm sitting at work and somebody says, oh, there was a school shooting. And I'm like, oh, geez, another one? Well, in Madison. Oh, really? Well, now I have kids that go on the west side, my kids, and obviously my nephew here. And I said, well, where at? Well, Abundant Life. What? That's it. I packed my stuff and I drove over here, you know. And I'm working out at Epic right now. Yeah, no, I mean, it still hasn't hit home until I see him, right? You know, my sister's a mess on the phone, you know, you know, we've joked around about how safe a 400 student-bodied school, Christian private school is, right? If it can happen here, it can literally happen anywhere.
The Utah Association responding today to the school shooting in Wisconsin, saying in part, schools must always be safe spaces where children can learn, grow, and thrive without the fear of the threat of violence. Coming up here on Arc Salt Lake, a new tool growing in popularity for holiday shopping. We'll share what it is and how the format can impact you. Welcome back. We're keeping an eye on your money tonight. A record amount of Americans are using a new method for holiday shopping called Buy Now, Pay Later. As the tool's gaining popularity, experts caution that while these services can offer you flexibility, they also carry financial risks. Kristen McPeak joins us live tonight in Lehigh with how it works.
Buy Now, Pay Later, a financing tool gaining popularity across America. But financial analysts urge caution.
There's always a temptation to spend now and to deal with the consequences later. So do I see it growing? Probably. Is it a good idea? I'd be really cautious.
Here's how it all works. So instead of going to the store and paying for cash up front for an item, people can turn it to an app like Affirm right here in my hand. Essentially, you put a down payment down and then set up a payment plan to where you can purchase that item now and pay for it over time. People who are kind of in a pinch right now with holiday shopping and they might see one of these, what are some things that they should think about?
If something seems like a good deal now and you're saying, hey, let's go ahead and get it because it's a good deal, well, once you add on these finance charges, it may not be quite the good deal that you were thinking it was.
How is this different than a credit card?
It's really similar. A credit card is that you could spend it anywhere. You're basically making an agreement with a financial institution to say, hey, I'm going to charge this places and then I'll pay you interest to use the money now and then I'll pay for it later.
Bottom line, Cummings says there are some questions to ask yourself.
If you can't afford it now, are things going to change substantively in your financial life that you're going to afford it later?
And if you need to buy that gift using Buy Now, Pay Later,
make sure you have a plan to pay it off as quickly as possible.
Cyber Monday and Black Friday well behind us, but there are still ways to find the best prices on holiday gifts in this Eye on Your Money report. Christina Flores looks at the coupon extensions and other online tools to help you find the best prices now and also after the holidays.
There are many online tools to help you check prices and find discounts. UVU professor Benjamin Cummings teaches financial planning. He's a fan of using these tools to save money.
We want to be mindful about where we're spending our money, including on our gift giving.
Whether you're shopping for the holidays or any time of year, Cummings says a good place to start is Google Shopping or Bing Shopping. Today, we're trying to find the lowest price on these headphones.
Beats Studio headphones.
Type in the item you want on Google or Bing, then hit the Shopping tab, which shows the headphone prices at many stores. The Shopping tab also allows you to filter or narrow your search.
Saying, hey, here we've got some from Walmart for $89, Target $99, Amazon $179.
There are many versions of these headphones, and there's a big price range.
Depending on the version you're looking at, we might be able to save $90 or something.
If you want to take your search and savings to the next level, try a coupon extension. These find discount codes and coupons. Some also offer rewards. Today we tried Honey, which also gave us the price history on the headphones. The price is the lowest it's been in months.
Okay, this is probably the right time to buy.
We also used the Honey coupon extension to search for discounts on these dress shirts.
So right now this shirt was $75.
Professor Cummings added 4 shirts to the cart at a total price of $225. Coupon extensions will search for other discounts or coupons right before you pay. In this case, it found coupon codes for the shirts, even if some of them were already on sale.
The coupons were able to save about $52.
That's not bad.
Not bad. If you're going to purchase them anyway, hey, an extra $50 is great.
Do you feel like it's worthwhile to go through this process to save some money?
I think so. Ultimately, at the end of the day, to make ends meet, you either got to make more money or save on what you're spending. As long as I'm willing to put in a little bit of time, you can save quite a bit of money.
Christina Flores, KUTV 2 News.
Professor Cummings says using these online tools to shop is also a way to be more thoughtful about what you spend and also helps avoid impulse buying. We want to hear from you at home. Scan the QR code on your screen right now to vote in our poll question. We'd like to know, how are you paying for gifts this holiday season? And right now, most of you, 70%, say you created a budget and you've stayed within the budget, which is the way to do it. Right now, I think a lot of you are looking forward to Christmas. Will it be white? What's happening now? Tonight, we've got a little flurry going on in the northern part of the state.
Right, absolutely. So far, we're dry here up and down the Wasatch Front. But yeah, heading up closer towards Cache Valley, the Idaho border, we are seeing some of that snow out there. Light accumulations we're expecting further up towards the north, but we could maybe see a few snowflakes and some rain showers, including here down in Salt Lake City as we head head into the late evening here. Right now, temperatures nice and chilly. We're into the 30s and low 40s. Nothing we can't handle, though. 33 in Heber, 31 in Manti, 33 in Logan. We're at 42 in Milford, down through Page at 43. It's well below freezing in the Moab area, so it's a chilly evening here. At least we've got clear air, or cleaner air. That is, we were in the green category today. We'll continue to be all good tomorrow and Wednesday. Heading into Thursday, though, a little bit of a light inversion take shape, and that could collect some pollution and lower the air quality a little bit here, especially as we get into Friday. So watch out for that as high pressure system moves in. This will be the last of the storms that we're dealing with in at least this series of storms, the third one here pushing through the area. And it's another weak one, mainly across the northern part of the state and really just kind of the northern fringe of the state into southern Idaho. We'll see the most moisture, that is, across the west coast. We've got some showers there and some snow into the Sierra Mountains. Logan area, seeing some of that snow. You'll maybe pick up a little bit here as we head through the overnight. Some light accumulations expected there. Maybe spots, of course, in Beaver Mountain area will pick up about 4 to 10 inches of snow, and this is all said and done. And then further down towards the south, a lot of this not really hitting the ground just yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're starting to see some snow flurries up into the Snowbird, Alta, into the Cottonwoods area. And then further out towards the west, we've got some scattered activity out near the Wendover area. Tremonton also seeing some of that snow right now. That'll continue on here through the evening. This model keeps it pretty far to the north. We'll see some of that mountain snow, though, continue through midnight, through the early morning hours, and then clearing out for everyone as we get to lunchtime tomorrow. We'll dry things out, and again, we'll maybe see a couple inches up into the mountains, higher totals up in the Cache Valley area, Bear Lake, of course, seeing the most there. As we head through the remainder of the week, quiet conditions, high pressure system moves in. We'll get a few weak storms for Christmas week. The first one will be likely a little bit to the north, but could perhaps we see a little bit more of a substantial storm right in time for Christmas Day. We'll watch out for this. It's still many days away. This is going to change over a dozen times, but this is just something I want to make sure that we continue to watch here in the days ahead, because we're all hoping for a white Christmas, right? As we head through the overnight tonight, we're down to the 30s and 20s for much of the area. I think we'll stay above freezing here in Salt Lake City. We'll have 40s for highs for tomorrow as we continue to dry things out. St. George, you've got upper 50s to low 60s over the next few days. Heading into the weekend, we've got low 60s as well, really nice conditions there. And then along the Wasatch Front, mid to upper 40s, hazy skies for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then all eyes on that storm for Christmas week.
All right, looks good, Sean. Thank you. Coming up here on Ark Salt Lake, a Utah principal dressing up as an elf at school. What's behind this holiday showcase? Welcome back. Covering Utah County tonight, Utah anglers, round up your buddies and get ready to make $5 grand. The Utah Lake Authority is hosting a year-long carp fishing contest. The team that catches and then removes the most carp from the lake will get $5,000.
Okay, each month the authority will give the team with the most caught carp $1,000. Teams of 5 can sign up for the Great Carp Hunt at utahlake.gov. Contest leaders hope this is a fun way to remove the non-native species.
And the world's largest iceberg is on the move yet again. It's drifting through the Southern Ocean after months stuck spinning in the exact same spot. Named A23A, it's slightly bigger than Rhode Island and had been grounded to the seafloor for more than 30 years. It's been carefully tracked by scientists ever since it broke off from an ice shelf in 1986. Now that the iceberg has broken free, scientists expect it will continue drifting along the ocean currents toward warmer water and the remote island of South Georgia. There it will likely break up and eventually melt.
Angel Tree is sponsored by Cypress Credit Union, Smith's, Whipple Service Champions, and Utah Ford Stores.
Our partnership continues with the Salvation Army to make sure that kids and seniors have presents to open over the holidays. All you do is scan that QR code on your screen or visit KUTV.com/donate, where you can donate online.
You can also stop by any Cypress Credit Union to make a donation in person. You can also visit any Smiths and make a contribution to help provide food to Angel Tree families.
Hey, and if you're looking for something fun to do that's free as well for the family, there's an event at the Delta Center to help you put you in the holiday spirit. It is the annual Miller Family Christmas Carol Sing-Along, so bring your singing voice. Doors open at 6. The show begins at 7. The event is free, open to the public.
The concert will feature performances from the Calvary Baptist Church Choir and the West Valley Symphony. Sterling Polson will serve as the guest conductor.
And check this out. The principal of North Sanpete Middle School is getting students in the holiday spirit and lifting spirits in general. Principal Jeff Erickson is dressing as an elf and sitting on the roof as part of the school's Suicide Awareness Week.
Principal Erickson will be on the roof every morning to welcome students to school. He'll join us tomorrow morning on Ark Salt Lake to discuss.
All right, it's going to be chilly mornings out there. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on 2 News at 9 and 10.